Come on. Okay? So anyway. Okay? Now, this thing, you can translate it into another figure. Okay? This shape, you can translate it into another picture or figure. Okay? And that one would be something like a graph. Okay? So you can say price like that, and then you can say quantity like that. Okay? So this is 0, so let's say this is 100. And here is also 100. Just as an example. Now, you can translate this one into there. So, for 50, what quantity of 2? So, let's say 2 is here. So, 50 is here. Okay? At 10 questions, you have 10. So maybe 10 questions somewhere here. 10. And then at the price of 5 quadrants, which is down here, you can buy 20. So 20 is maybe somewhere there. Now, are you all able to see? Okay? You can. Okay. So, if you connect these dots, what will you have? You will have something like this. Right? What we have drawn here is called a demand curve. This was a demand schedule. This is a demand curve. It's derived, this one is derived from here. From the schedule. Okay. From the schedule. From the schedule, you can have a demand curve.
Right. Can you write the spelling? Exactly.
Yeah. So whatever, whether you call it demand curve, okay, whatever. Okay? Right? Yeah. Now, this graph, is it a graph? No. Some of you are making a little noise, so let's just be serious. Now, what have you noticed there? What have you noticed? This thing, we can, for learning purposes, let's draw it nicer. Okay? Here we're trying to drive a case from exchange. Okay? Now let's write it nicer, because this, what we have done here, is usually the foundation of economics. Here we are talking about an issue of limited resource trying to meet your needs. So there was some kind of decision making here because your resources are limited. There is no way you can buy more of mandazi than what you can afford. That the money you have, the resources you have, is the determining factor about what you can achieve in terms of your work or your needs. Okay? And this thing, this shape can be represented into a diagrammatical picture such as this cave that we have. Okay? Now, what you will notice is that this demand cave slopes from the left to the right. It's making a slope from the left to the right. So it is like this. So it is from the left to the right. What does that tell you? That people, for everything else being constant, they will demand more, or they will want to have more when the price gets down. Or when the price is reduced, people will want to have more. Or they will be able to have more. It's very important, and that leads us to the law of demand.
So that is income substitution.
Sorry?
What you say is income substitution.
No. We are not yet there. We are not looking at the changes. We are not yet there. What we are saying here is the curve is sloping from the left to the right. Okay? It is making a slope from the left to the right. So as I am sitting here, always when you are trying to draw a demand line or a demand curve, it's sloping from the left to the right. So it is from the left to the right. And this tells you, because remember, this axis is price, this axis down here is quantity. Always, that's how you have to represent it. When you are taking this shape, translate this shape into a visual communication.
Is it mandatory
To
plot it in that way?
no, it comes. Oh, you're
putting the price in the y-axis and the quantity in the x-axis.
I see. Oh, you are saying, why don't you make a base?
Yeah.
No, because remember, the x and the y axis, what's the definition you laid?
The question is?
No, because there is a dependent and independent variable. When we are talking about x and y axis, we are talking about dependent and independent. Okay? Those variables are not just variables. When we put something in the x-axis and y-axis, one is independent, one is dependent. That's what you learn, right? In mathematics. Yeah. So one thing depends on the other. So in this case, the quantity depends on the price. So you cannot say, okay, let's put quantity here and price here. Because remember, for us to arrive at this table, we are looking at price first. We are not looking at quantity first. You remember? We were saying, what if the price is 20? How much are you going to buy? What if the price is 10? Okay? So this is independent, this is dependent. So that's why the x-axis has to be price. Okay? What is very important for us to learn from here is that this thing that is dropping from the left to the right is talking about when prices go up, people demand less. Any questions so far? Mind you, we have not started playing around what happens if something else changes. We have said, what we have been talking about here is that you have 100 parts. So that's your income, so to speak. If you are somebody who is living in town, you have 100 parts. For those who are not using income, their resources are different. You looked at, for example, the production of BTK, which we had there. Production frontier, whatever you call it. There was a choice of what you can do with the limited resources you have, whether you want to put all of it in maize or all of it in beans, or you want to have a portion of this, a portion of that. Combinations, several combinations you could make, and we had that frontier. Okay? Here we're talking about a situation where somebody has to survive with a limited income. And that limited income, his demands are determined by the quantity demanded are determined by the prices. So the higher the price of something, the less they will demand because they have limited income. And the less the price, the more they will demand. Now, this is based on an assumption that human beings are such that they want more of everything than less. So that has to be the assumption. Is it true that given a chance, a human being will want more of something than less of it?
Yes.
So the idea that, for example, if a price goes down, then you go and buy more mandazi is because we have the belief that human beings want more than less. That's the principle. Now, I will give you an assignment which will make you study this concept more. Okay? In the sense that what other things are important? What other things influence people's decision on how much to buy? Sorry? Yeah, the price is what is determining that graph to be like that. That's why it is dropping from left to right. Because the quantities are depending on the price. That's why it is dropping like this. And we will also discuss more about this in terms of what we call flexibility. How, if for example, the price goes up by 10%, do people cut what they want by 10%? Or not? If the price of cars go down by half, will people double their demand for cars? Or in what proportion, for example, if cell phones tomorrow were reduced by 100% to become more rare, huh? Will everybody want to have a phone?
No.
You see? So we'll be looking at what determines, apart from the price, is it true that people just buy more because the price has gone down? Or is it true that always people, when the price goes up, they stop buying that thing? No. So we are talking, when we are talking about this graph here, we are saying other things constant. We are only looking at the price. So people will make decisions about how much to buy or to have of something only based on prices. And the law of demand is about quantity demanded versus prices, everything else remaining constant. So the law of demand says the price, the quantity demanded would go up when the price goes down and vice versa. Everything else remaining constant. That's what the law of demand is. Theory of demand, so to speak. And the theory of supply is the opposite, which we'll talk about later. But I want you to write an assignment. I'll word it properly. The wording will be proper, so you can. I'll send it to your WhatsApp. But the idea is, can you write about what other things go into determination of what people want? Okay? So one thing which we can quickly talk about is taste. There are some people who love something, and they don't care what price it is. Even if you raise the price, they will still buy the same quantity. Okay? Taste. There are some people, whether mkweze na price kama base mkweze ni songo, they like it. They will still buy it. Yeah, lots of money. So there are certain things that whatever price there is, they don't care. Some people don't care. So it doesn't obey this. Always. Then there are issues about prices of other commodities. So for example, for Mobaja, mandazi can be substituted with chikodamol. Not chikodamol, tumbua. Tumbua. Mandazi and tumbua. We all know that. No, we can say so okay. So mandazi and they are both used as a snack. Okay? Whether you use it as a snack, I don't know, breakfast, whatever. So you have mandazi and chitumbua. Now, the price of, let's say, in our case, we were talking about mandazi. Okay? Supposing the price of chitumbua came down by half, and yet the price of mandazi remains the same. The price of mandazi has remained the same, but the price of chitumbua has been removed and has gone down by half. What will happen to some people? They will leave mandazi, huh? And instead buy chitumbua. Okay? Because these products are substitutes. You can substitute chitumbua for mandazi. So even though the price has not gone up of mandazi, the demand for mandazi has suffered. Mwasiyagugura, not because the price has gone up, but because the price of mandazi, of chitumbua, has gone down. So the price of a substitute going down will affect this product that we are discussing. That is on discussion, which is the mandazi. So when you are studying the demand for mandazi and you are only looking at the price, you start wondering. The price has not gone up, but all of a sudden, mandazi nobody wants to buy. Why? It's not obeying the law of demand there, because nothing should have happened. If the price doesn't change, constant demand doesn't change. But in this case, it has changed, and yet the price was the same. Why? Because of what has happened to the price of a substitute product. Sometimes also the same with the price, the issues about complementary products. What are complementary products? Today, this morning, what was your complementary product on your table? No. Complementary is something that goes together, not substitutes. Substitute is when you take one out, replace with another. But complements go together. You cannot have one without the other. So stock and bread, or margarine and bread, or maybe butter and bread, they go together. Okay? So suppose the price of bread goes down. The price of margarine is the same, or the price of butter is the same, but the price of bread has gone down. So now, because we know people want to have more than less, you want to buy more bread for your family than you used to, because the price has gone down. What will happen to the price, to the demand for whatever. What you put on bread, excuse me, I don't take them, so please don't laugh at me. So talk about bread is made which can stay in the sun for the whole day and not get bad. Okay? No, I'm just being sarcastic. Ujeni, price, for those things has not changed. But because the price of bread has gone down, you are buying more bread. What will happen to your demand for that bread spread? It will go up because now you are buying more bread. It's going up not because the price of that margarine has gone down. No. So it's going up for other reasons because it's a complementary. So it's benefiting from the higher demand of its friends. Sorry, I'm using things on the weight that are not really necessary. Complementary, not friends. Bread and butter, I don't know whether they are friends, but complementary. Okay? So I hope you get what I mean. So the price there, the demand for this margarine or butter is not obeying this law because it's going up when the price is just the same. And another thing is income of people. All of a sudden, people have more money. Not so the price, the demand is not based on the price. They have more money, so they can buy more at each price. So on and so on and so on and so on. So I want us to do an assignment on that so that we can understand more about this. That will give you a deeper understanding about where this law of demand sometimes it's just for educational purposes. There are theories, some of them they hold for when you put certain things constant. But we know that making certain things constant is very difficult. But we like to do that in economics. We always like to say, okay, assume this is constant, what can happen to it. Now, I think before we go, because we also came late, yes, I came late, not you. Let's look at the person who is cooking malai. The one who is supplying malai. Are you feeling something anyway? Are you okay? Yeah? I can see your face, there's something hurting you. So what about this woman or this man that is supplying malai? How do they behave? We have looked at somebody who is using malai, the one who is eating. How do they behave? That's what we have been discussing here. But what about the person who is making it? When it comes to price, what goes on with this person who is the market, the one who is supplying? Remember I said we are talking about the market. So you can also see that even though we are talking about the market, implicitly we are also talking about production. Now we are talking about supplier. Supplier, in simple terms, is also the one who is producing. Producing malai in this case. What will happen? So we can also construct a supply scale. What is that number scale? Supply chain to me. We can do the same for supply. For the supplier. Okay? So the supplier the way he behaves is different from the one who is demanding. The supplier, when the price is good, what does he do? He gets encouraged and puts more things to say. Mtengo kwa karabwino, for example, if the price is 50 kwacha for mandazi, this person who is producing those mandazi will be encouraged tomorrow to make sure he produces more. Okay? So if the price is 50 kwacha, the supplier says, okay, I will supply 100. Because the price is good. When the price goes down to, let's say, 40 kwacha, he says, okay, I will supply 80. When the price goes down to 20, says, okay, I will supply 40. When the price goes down to 10, says, I will supply maybe 10 or 20, like that. The one who is selling gets happy when the price is good, right? Anybody who is, whether you are producing something or selling something, you become very happy and encouraged when the price is good. Because you want to make more money. Human beings want more. They want more. So when the price is good, you go and have a sleepless night so you can produce tons and tons of these mandazi. Because you want to make a deal. It's like that, it's human nature. So when the price is low, you get discouraged. So the supply schedule will look like that. The more the price, the more you want to supply. Okay? So if we still have price and quantity for the supplier, the situation will be different. This schedule tells us that the price and quantity move in the same direction. Right? Yes. They move in the same direction. It's not opposite like in the demand case. So here, when the price is low, they supply low. When the price is high, they supply big or high. So what will happen here? If we try to plot this shape into a graph or in a curve, what will it show? It will show that the line will slope from the right to the left. So the price here, 50, so 50 here, we want to supply more. When the price is 10, we want to supply 10. When the price is 20, here we want to supply 40. So maybe somewhere here. So when we connect the dots, the curve will be like this. The line will be like that. So this will be the supply. So supply curve. This is the supply schedule. You better? If you have questions, ask me. Now, you see now that the supply curve slopes from the left to the right. The demand curve was sloping from the left to the right. This one is, sorry, I made a mistake. The supply curve is sloping from the right to the left. Because we always start from the higher side, eh? Yeah. When you talk about the slope, you don't start from the bottom. Okay? So the supply curve is sloping from the right to the left. Whereas the demand was sloping from the left to the right. Now, this thing is sloping from the right to the left. What does it mean? It means that when the price is high, the quantity is high. When the price is low, the quantity supply will also be low. So I want to ask you, should we include this in the assignment or we should just look at the demand? We should include it. Wow, you won't like the lie, long one, eh? Now, here, what we are saying here is that the supply is dependent on the price, meaning everything else constant. So the law of supply says that the quantity supply is higher when the price is high and lower when the price is low. Everything else remaining constant. Are we together? So from the schedules to the curves, I hope the explanation is good enough. The supply part of it, what do you think would happen if we remove the condition that everything else remaining constant? What other things can save this thinking about supply being dropping from the right to the left? Just as we discussed, I gave you an example of things that can disturb this theory about demand, the law of demand. Remember, the demand was like this. So, if we are to draw both of them on the same diagram, they will be like this. So, this will be the demand. This will be the supply. So the demand dropping from the left to the right, and the supply straight dropping from the right to the left. Now we talked about this one, and we talked about issues like state, income, type of product, whether it's a complementary product or substitute product, whether it's luxury. I forgot to talk about inferior luxury and inferior products. Inferior products such as what product do you not buy more because the price is gone down?
Sweet potatoes.
What was that? People buy more potatoes when they are cheaper. Give me a very good example of an inferior product that when its price goes down, people don't care. They will not go to more with it. Salt. Yeah, salt, for example. Even if the price was $2 per kg, people will not buy more of salt. Very inferior. And even some of our primary products that we have, they tend to be along those lines as well. Especially zakudya zathu zimene timakonda kudya zambiri. Zoti you can't buy more just because they are. Tina njani, give me your example where you can't buy more because they're cheaper. Come on, guys. Just because you don't like them. But you don't buy more because it's cheaper. It's just impossible for you to buy more because they're cheap. Anyway, you can think about that. But then there are luxury products. Then for instance, which I didn't say, but I hope in your study you will come across it and you will be able to surprise me. One thing that I don't want you to surprise me with, so that you score more points or higher marks. Remember I said, students who read more than what I say here are the ones who score high. Okay? On the assignment alone, I should also mention that something that can also determine on the issue of demand, apart from tests and things like that, is what we call advertising. Okay? Can affect you. Sometimes people buy more of something because they have read misleading adverts. They are convinced because some adverts just tell you, so this is a good quality something, and then you start buying it more. And yet it's just a lie. And sometimes that can influence taste hours. You know, there are some people, for example, they only use at inanima sambira sokuya raksio. Ama sambira raksio. I should have made them down. It's because of advertising. Okay? Because for me, so for you see my but some people think you need, and especially for ladies as well, for example, chemicals are very much different, for example. Some people say, chemical is very much this is best for me. So, which means, if you believe something is best for you, so this thing about lower prices, more or higher prices, less, doesn't. So I hope you will discover more and more and more of such issues as you are reading for your assignment. Good, it is only about something from you, and then I give you more marks. Because I've read something from your paper. Oh, no, don't sign this. Are you okay? Oh, you like it this way?
Yeah.
You know, for all people like that, let us consider the glory. Anything that you don't understand, let me repeat.
Sir, I have a question. You're going to give us proper notes. What you say is proper information.
Proper notes, what do you mean?
Notes.
Not like the company is doing this. Because outline here, person text. Yes. Have you, has anybody gone to find any of those books? No. You will.
Oh, sorry.
Which means Munayambe or Kubareka. Mabuka menalika outline. If you don't find them, you will still find something else.
So we should rely on the book in the outline and not
I will also give you some. I've just promised you that I saw a nice handout. I mean, I've been and Chido, and that I mean, I've found okay? I introduction to some of the things, these many more, I think you should read it. And I will share it with you.
Alright, thank you.
If whatever I find interesting, I will definitely share with you. And already I've started building up some material which I am saving on introduction to that folder, we can items which we can share.
Alright.
And it will be on different topics as we go. So I'm just pushing those things into that folder. Pushing. So by the end of the semester, you have a big folder of soft copies. Can you
disturb the theory of demand. I didn't get it well.
We said the law of demand. The law of demand says quantity demanded will go up when the price goes down. Quantity demanded. Quantity demanded goes up when the price goes down. Okay? Or goes down when the price goes up. Okay?
Did you know sense in the book? Things that can disturb the theory. Things that can disturb the theory.
That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? So what we are saying is that we are saying everything else remains constant. Hey guys, we are not yet done. Why are you in a hurry? We are not yet done. Okay? So the law of demand, or the theory of demand, says everything else remaining constant. The quantity demanded goes up when the price goes down. So what we are saying is, what things can make this not work? Meaning, what if you don't keep everything else constant? Okay? When we say what things can be saved, it means, because remember, this is talking about keeping everything else constant. We are only studying the behavior of quantities as versus price. In here, we are only studying the behavior of quantities in relation to price. Okay? So what if we lack that condition which says everything else remaining constant? Now we say, okay, those things we kept constant, they can start moving. Okay? So what are the other determinants? Here we are only assuming the price is only a determinant of quantity. The price is the only determinant of quantity. We are only studying quantity and price with this function. Okay? So when you are saying what can disturb the theory or the law is found in this shape of the line. And later on we will discuss this slope. We are saying it slopes from the left to the right. We will start discussing this slope or whatever. Okay? We will discuss that. And that is the study of our next lesson, which will be on elasticity. Elasticity. And in short, elasticity is about measuring the slope of this line. Meaning, when the price changes by so much percentage, what percentage of quantity, what percentage of change do you see in quantity? Percentage change in this versus percentage change in the other. And that is actually, in true sense, you are actually trying to measure the slope. Meaning, what is the reaction when you change the price by say 10%? What kind of reaction do you get from the quantity demanded? Is the quantity demanded also changed by 10% or by 20 or by 50? Because it can happen that sometimes the price of something changes by maybe 1%. But the way people are reacting to that change, sometimes it can be proportional or disproportional. And that also, when we are studying that slope, it also depends on other things as well. Like what we said, Chan can actually make user get surprised. Mtengo wangu sina 10% kumando akira kukura just because of 10%. So these are the things that deal with this is what we were talking about, not the elasticity. I don't know whether I've answered your question. Don't let